What's up, Peak Timers? Phil here from Peak Time Racing. It's 2025, and I'm unofficially declaring it the year of Hot Wheels Ferrari. That's right, the Hot Wheels Ferrari license has come back together, so we do have some new models. We've already looked at the Ferrari SF90 that you can see right there on our transport. We've got some other Ferraris to join in and watch the building of the brand new Ferrari F40 Competizione. This is the unspun variation that I have. I also have the spun variation, so we'll get to look at two different variations of the F40 Competizione. That is your base right there, so you can see it says F40 Competizione on the bottom, 2025 Mattel Hot Wheels, and that's going to start it off right here. So we'll put that right down there, and then we do have some nice wheels for it. These are Real Rider wheel tire combination right here. They are officially rubber ones, and then it's a nice 10-spoke wheel. And these are probably not the official wheels that are going to go on the car, but I think they look so good on this unspun variation. So we're going to go ahead and put that together. So that's the front, and that was the rear, and that's the front. Now there we go. So we have the base created, and then we have the interior of it with the V8 twin turbo right back there. And there's your nice bucket seats on the inside, the steering wheel, and then on the rear we've got the lights that show right through very nicely. And we're not going to put it together like this, where we put it one piece by one piece, because this one goes together a little bit better when you do the top interior piece first. I'll show you in a second here. This is the window part for it right here. So we have the back kind of like slotted glass on the rear. And I think on the F40, it's actually not real glass on the racing variation. It's like a Lexine material. I can't remember. But there we go. We have the front lights for it right there as well, which is part of that piece. So we'll put that down. And then most importantly, we have the body of the Ferrari F40 Competizione. Absolutely love the look at it. We'll get a closer look once we put it together, but let's go ahead and put it together. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this window part, and that piece at the back right there has to kind of lodge right up. You can kind of see right here, it has to just lodge right up in there, and then it presses down, and then it aligns with the front piece right there. So it sits in there nicely. Then we have our body, and our body will just join right in just like that. So it just slaps right in. And then our bottom piece we have right here, which I will just kind of quickly slap together. And we'll go ahead and here, we'll put it just like, if I can hold it together, there we go. So it sits nicely like that. If you put it down by down, it doesn't actually fit together because of that window that has to slot right up there. So you have to do it that way. So it's a little bit different than the normal unspun variations. But anyways, there it is, and check it out. The wheels, I think, look fantastic on the F40. We do have the Ferrari shields on that side right there, and then the F40 Competizione, or I would say the LM or the GTE, also looks very, very similar to this. But when we saw original pictures of this, I wasn't too impressed with the front end. But I think that this is like the more official variation, and the front end, it's fixed. It looks a lot nicer. It was a little bit too, like it came down a little bit fast initially, but now I think this looks really, really good. The front lip is really nice. I love the intake right there on the front. And then we do have that Ferrari logo, the prancing horse on the front right there. There it is from the front end. From that side, we have it really, really nice. And then the back, because it is the Competizione or GTE LM variation, we do have the connected spoiler on the back. And then this spoiler also has like a slight bit more lip on there. I think it looks really good. I think it looks much better in the LM variation. I mean, not like the F40 looks bad by any means, but I mean, it's just with the body kit and stuff, it looks a little bit nicer. So that is our spun variation. So we can put that down for a second. And then we have the spun variation right here. This was the unspun variation, and that's the spun variation. So the spun variation means it's already all put together, it's riveted. And these, I'm thinking, might be the official wheels for it. So this might very well be our final variation in the Hot Wheels main line. But again, nothing's 100% confirmed, but when we have these spun variations like this, it usually means that it's fairly close to being done. So that is it, looking really good. The wheels themselves, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of these wheels. I don't think they look like fantastic, but they're kind of period correct, so I kind of understand it. But most importantly, let's have a comparison from our original release of the Ferrari F40, which I did not think was a great variation of it. But I mean, this is more the road car variation. Keep in mind, this is the competition variation. But proportions wise, it's like night and day different. The new F40 just looks so much better. Like let's look at that from the top right there. This one obviously does have that rear opening hatch piece, which the new one does not, but still, I think that, like, look at how much thinner this one is. Look at how much wider the new one is. It's just way more proportionate, way better of a detail, even from the front end. It looks like it's like a completely different car. Like, it's just crazy. I mean, I hate to say it, how bad the original F40 was, whereas the new one just looks significantly better. We look at it from the rear end right there. Here we go. I'll have a little bit more detailed from the rear end. Obviously, keep in mind, like, you can just look at the wideness of it. Like, the original one was just so much more like skinnier, and it just didn't have that wide bodiness that the wide stance of the original F40, which is what exactly it had there. But nonetheless, I mean, I get it. This casting is an older casting. Like, if let's look at the base of this one here. This one is what, 1980? Is this actually made in 1988? Like, the casting originated in 1988, so probably released in 89. So maybe right when the F40 was being released, this was it. This was the prime Hot Wheels release at that time, was this F40. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of different color variations that they came out with that one, but again, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the greatest. The new one just looks significantly better. And then we have, of course, here, we'll put this one up top right here, and then let's grab our SF90, and then we can get a closer look at both of our upcoming Ferrari releases. Again, not official on the wheels on the SF90, but I think it's quite possible that those are your two final variations of the Hot Wheels Ferrari. So your SF90, this one does have, and this is the unspun variation I've showed you guys in a previous video, so this one will all come apart and everything as well. SF90 is not like the greatest Ferrari. I know it's got a lot of hate, and kind of recently it's been a little too hybrid, a little too computerish for a Ferrari. It's not as pure, but still, I think they've done a great job at it. I think it looks really good, especially with the blacked out wheels on here. I did put some chrome wheels on another one that I had as well, and it looks pretty good, but I think the blacked out wheels looks really good. And we're seeing a lot of different color variations of the SF90 being released as well. So it's possible we'll get new colors of this very soon. The F40, I mean, I'm okay seeing the F40 only in red right now. I mean, obviously the F40 in real life only came in red, but then there was a couple of people that there was a blue one. So a YouTuber that has a F40 blue, which is a custom painted one. And then I would love to see this one in a Zamac variation, in premium variations, because, I mean, you guys have seen our unspun premium one, like this one. With those wheels, with the rubber wheel tire combination, I think it looks excellent as a premium. So as a regular one, like I said, I don't like the wheels, but as a premium, I think this is going to be great. But for sure, we'll see it in the main lines first, and then we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it will come to a premium. I can almost guarantee that we're going to see some special Hot Wheels lines that will come out that will have premium, all the regular main lines in premium. But there you go, guys. Your first two Ferraris for Hot Wheels for 2025. I've heard also that we are possibly getting a LaFerrari as well, the re-release of LaFerrari. I don't know if it'll be a new casting or just a re-release of the old one. I would assume it's probably just going to be a re-release of our original LaFerrari, because it's not too bad. It's pretty good casting. So we'll have to wait and see, guys. But who else is excited as me for Hot Wheels Ferrari back in the lineup?